Taurus, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and let's see what you need to focus on. Okay, your cards are popping. You have a lot of pages showing up here in this reading. You have all of the pages now out here in this reading. That is extremely unusual. So we'll talk about that. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. So male or female, it's just the energy of the card, but this is really about you. You stepping into your own power, feeling very grounded and stable just in what you're trying to accomplish and whatever goals that you set out. It feels like I'm getting the sense of determined, being on track. Nothing's going to get you off track. That's your mentality right now. You're just very focused and driven. Your current energy here is the Ten of Cups. So long-term emotional fulfillment. This is usually with another person. So you might be in a relationship or maybe just contemplating being in a relationship here of some sorts. And I say that with the Ten of Cups because that usually is one of the marriage cards. It's the card of family. But I'm also getting the Ace of Pentacles showing up with it. So you might be in a phase of leveling up is what I'm getting. So you might be in a connection and just deepening the connection, really focusing on long term, or you might be trying to enter into some sort of connection here. Page of Pentacles is showing up in what you need to focus on. So the Page of Pentacles is very future oriented, having that conversation. So if this is a new connection, somebody that you could really see yourself being with, or even an existing connection, it really is about getting on the same page, having that conversation around what does the future look like? What is your role? What is my role? What kind of life do we want to live together? Having that, because there's something about getting to be on the same page. Three of Pentacles is showing up in the past energy. So the Three of Pentacles is the relationship. It's about building something here with another person. So again, either you were kind of getting yourself ready to be in some sort of relationship, really focused on that we mentality as opposed to the me mentality, or you're already in a relationship and really looking to take it further. See what ultimately this could lead to, marriage, family, whatever it is that you're aiming towards. Your strength here is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is, the way that I got it when I put down is you're not afraid to do the work. Whatever is necessary in order for you to get the results that you're looking for, you're going to do whatever it takes here with that Ten of Wands energy. So I love the way that it's showing up in that respect. It's also about closing out a cycle, putting down all of the additional burdens and responsibilities that just aren't yours. This feels a lot like shedding weight, shedding skin is also what I'm getting from this, but it's a lot of leaving the past behind, not trying to carry anything additional into this new chapter. Page of Cups is showing up in your near future. So the Page of Cups, again, with a conversation, the pages are messengers, and so this does talk about a new beginning as well. With this Page of Cups energy, this feels a lot like talking about long-term plans, but also communicating exactly how you feel here. Opening yourself up, wearing your heart on your sleeve, really expressing the kind of affection that you have for another person, or at least the kind of love that you're looking for in a relationship. And then we have two more cards on communication out here. And so when I look at the way the universe is shaping everything here, I'm getting the Page of Swords with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is forward movement. So all systems go, but let's keep going. Page of Swords, a lot of clarity. And so whatever is taking place here, the universe is trying to set you up for a lot of success here in this connection, getting you to speak your mind, speak about how you feel, really communicate your long-term goals and plans here with another person so that you're on the same page, that you can have that in common and really move in that direction. Page of Wands is showing up in your hopes or fears. And so the Page of Wands, again, with the pages, this is all about action. You want to make sure that you're taking the right action. That's how it's coming across. You are. It's a lot of opening yourself up. This may feel like uncharted territory for you. You may not normally be in a situation or may not have felt in past relationships that you could really open up and talk about how you want to be loved and how you express your own love, what kind of goals that you want to set, what kind of life you want to live. And this feels a lot like, okay, well, based on all of this, what action do I need to take? Because I don't want to overstep my boundaries here, but I also want to make sure I'm honoring myself at the same time. That's how the Page of Wands is coming across. The Knight of Pentacles showing up here in the potential outcome. So this is movement. It is a slower moving energy. This is something that would build over time. Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. I mean, this is slow moving energy, but it's also creating a lot of stability in the meantime. It's not about let's rush to the end. It's about let's build something really solid. Let's kind of learn from each other along the way and really just kind of take all that knowledge, have an ultimate goal in mind, but be open to changes along the way in order to achieve those results. That's how that Knight of Pentacles is coming across. So let's get some additional details here. With the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, I'm getting the High Priestess. So there's something about this person, this connection, and really aligning with your spiritual self. That's what the High Priestess is all about. It's your intuition, what really matters to you, focusing on that. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Temperance energy. So Sagittarius energy may or may not resonate, but this is all about balance. And so the more that you focus on communicating your long-term goals, the vision that you have for this connection, this relationship, the more balanced it'll end up being, because you get to be on the same page pretty quickly. And as you learn each other and as you learn what works, what doesn't work, it allows you to make the modifications. So it is about creating that solid foundation that can last for time. With the Three of Pentacles, I'm getting the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is healing. It's healing from some sort of heartbreak. So Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords. You might have been in a situation here in the past and you were healing from some sort of heartbreak when this relationship started, or there could have been something here in the connection that inspired some sort of healing now, because that healing, it's showing up in the past, but with the present energy and all of the focus around communication, talking things through, being on the same page from an emotional standpoint and a longevity standpoint. This could be either one of those scenarios. So take it as it resonates for you in your situation. With the Ten of Wands, I'm getting the Chariot. So the Chariot, Cancer energy, but this is a card of success. And so putting down all of those additional burdens and responsibilities, this is what's allowing you to move forward, because the Chariot is about movement and it's also that success. And so anything that was really burdensome in the past, you're done with it. You're not going to carry that forward. You're going to carry the lesson that you learned, but you're not going to carry the weight of the burden. With the Page of Cups, I'm getting the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is about mastering a skill. And so with the Page of Cups, you know how to express yourself in a way that really helps people understand exactly how you're feeling, what you need reciprocated back to you as far as love and romantic feelings. And so don't second guess yourself here, because I'm definitely getting that message. You know exactly what you need to do. You know how to care for another person. You know how you want to be cared for in return. With the Page of Swords, I'm getting the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is, I got prosperity, but it is a card of happiness here. So really spending time together, enjoying each other's company, but it's about building a solid foundation of friendship. And so romantic feelings are fantastic, but they have to have this underlying friendship connected to it, similar interests, similar just kind of life paths that where you want to explore and do the same things, go on the same type of adventures. That's going to be really meaningful here. And that feels like part of the clarity that's coming. It's okay, let's build this really solid foundation that's going to last. With the Eight of Wands, I'm getting the Judgment card. So this is a very clear decision. It's clear movement forward. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you need to communicate in order to get this relationship going or to keep it moving in the direction that you want it to go. With the Page of Wands, I'm getting the Lovers here. So yeah, when it comes to this relationship, you want to make sure that you're taking the right action here. And it feels like you are really setting this up for a lot of success, a lot of stability. And so the actions that you're taking are really focused on, okay, well, what do I need to do in order to keep this going? Build the connection, or really just grow the connection further. Tell me about that Knight of Pentacles. Hanged Man. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, this is actually coming through is really important. This is more of like a guidance reading than anything else. But it feels a lot like with that Knight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, learning to see things from each other's perspective. That's what's going to prevent this heartbreak from either reoccurring if it happened within this connection, or to happen in the first place if this is connected to an old relationship. And so it feels like learning each other's perspective, seeing things from their point of view, that's really going to help you in just building that stable relationship here. Anything else Taurus needs to know here? More pages came out. So literally, so I have the King of Swords. So being very clear, really taking in all of the information. This is what's really important right now. It's not about taking a lot of action. It really is about learning to understand each other, letting things unfold in their natural timing, but kind of collecting the information along the way. Page of Pentacles is showing up here. And so again, when it comes to long-term, focusing on long-term, it was showing up in what you need to focus on. Then we have the Page of Cups showing up. And so again, the way that you express how you feel and getting that reciprocated. And so it's about clearly communicating what it is that you desire, and then also being open to listen and really take in that information, and not just saying, okay, that's good. It's good to know, but we're going to put that over here. No, it really is about incorporating that into all of your decisions and actions going forward. So Taurus, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.